हाय गाइस आज की वीडियो इज नॉट ए कॉन्वर्जेशन और ए पॉडकास्ट। मेरे साथ आज कोई फेयरली सक्सेसफुल लोग नहीं है। इट्स जस्ट मी in my studio doing nothing as always, and there's a storm outside right now, so I really can't do much. But kid, आज की video is about a very important question which people from South Asia या पाकिस्तान इंडिया से students जो आ रहे होते हैं उनको होता है कि is there a language barrier in the Netherlands or generally in Europe? Now, to answer this question, I would say there are two aspects of the question. The first aspect is basically, what do you think a language barrier is? Like for you, like aap logon ke liye, what is a language barrier? Are you talking about the fact that when you're communicating to someone else in English and they either just know very basic English, or they fail to communicate or reply to you in the same language as you're talking to them? That's a fair definition. In the Netherlands, पहले पहले पूरी यूरोप की बात कर लेते हैं. Yes, there is a language barrier. Even here, if you know Dutch, you're relatively better off than me, than the rest of anyone who doesn't know Dutch, right? But this is not what a language barrier is. अगर आपको इनकी language आती है and you're better off, you have a fair advantage. Language barrier वो होता है when you go towards the east, or when you go towards less international German cities, or even France, or even Paris. मतलब France will be with Paris, or Barcelona, or Madrid, or Milan, or any other European country, जहाँ पे आपकी basic चीजें, train, collecting a post, going to a grocery store, ordering a drink, communicating to a waiter, any and some of those things जो हमारी life का एक basic part होती हैं, और especially student life का एक basic part होती हैं, because as a student you look for the cheapest possible option. वहाँ पे language barrier है. Rest of Europe, apart from I would say Berlin, because Berlin is a fairly international city now, or maybe Budapest, or maybe some other European cities, वहाँ पे you do feel a language barrier. यहाँ पे नहीं, language barrier नहीं है. Yes, if you know Dutch, you're way better off. If you want to live here, work here in the long term, yes, you're better off. But I would tend to disagree कि Netherlands के अंदर एक language barrier है. And the point is that right now I'm not in one of the big cities. I'm not in Amsterdam or Rotterdam, but still, even in my city, I can fairly communicate with the postman. I can communicate with the grocery store manager, or whoever is at the cash counter. I can communicate with the guy who's repairing or who's here to fix something. If I'm buying something, if I'm going to a restaurant, you can easily communicate in English. Yes, they'll probably say you in Dutch, whether you want to speak in Dutch or English, and you'll be like English and English. So they'll be open to you in talking to English, and they won't mind that. They won't get offended. Unlike maybe the French or the Germans, they do get offended when you really don't talk in their language. But यहाँ पे ऐसा scene नहीं है. Now the follow-up question to the language barrier question is basically, okay, as a Pakistani or as an Indian or as someone from South Asia, will will I be able to get work if I don't know Dutch? And that's fairly a valid question. Because if you go to the US and if you go to the UK, आपको काम मिल जाता है. ठीक है? You can work at Walmart, you can work at Costco, you can work at wherever you want, right? But यहाँ पे क्या scene होता है? Okay, so यहाँ पे there are some jobs which they would easily hire you because you know English, and one of those is basically a delivery job, or working with DHL or working with PostNL, where you just have to deliver either parcels, food, or groceries, or Uber Eats. Yes, you will get that job. मतलब जरूरी नहीं है, but as an English speaking person, you will. Not every job requires you to speak Dutch. The second level is, if even if you know basic Dutch, if you can greet in Dutch, if you can just say hi, hello, bye, or solve basic problems, say a few phrases, say a few sentences, you can even get like a job at a superstore, or even at a bar, or even at a restaurant. You can do that. The third level of jobs is basically which requires day-to-day customer interaction. For instance, a call center job, or a customer service job, or a repairing job, or a fixing job. Yes, for that, you should at least know A2 or B1 level of Dutch. That is important. But to answer the ultimate question कि यहाँ पे language barrier है, नहीं, there's not a proper language barrier. But again, if you come here, if you look around, if you interact with people, if you socialize a bit with other Dutch folks or generally anyone, and you just learn basic Dutch, you read the banner, you fill out forms, you read in your university, maybe you read the board, the soft boards or everything, you can learn just basic phrases of Dutch, and you can survive, you can even interact. ऐसा नहीं होगा कि अगर आपको Dutch नहीं आती तो you're just with your phone having Google Translate on और जगह जगह जा जाके ना you're showing them or translating them. No, this won't happen to you in the Netherlands. So if you're planning to come to the Netherlands, and apart from the language barrier question, if you have any other questions regarding the university, visa process, immigration, living here, working here, getting a job, and I would also make videos on those topics. But if you have something specific in mind, drop a comment and let me know. You can also DM me on Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, wherever you find me, and I would be glad and I would love to answer your questions. So this was basically the first of a long series of videos about studying in the Netherlands. And आगे जाके, if you have any other questions, just let me know. Thank you for watching. Please like the channel, share if you can, subscribe अगर नहीं किया हुआ, please subscribe, and lots of love and have a nice day. Thank you.